VDI has been around for a number of years, and there's a variety of different ways that organizations can deploy those services. From the traditional buy and build your own stack of hardware, manage it yourself, and provide remote access to users, to converged infrastructure solutions, to other hosted solutions you might find in the hyperscale. When evaluating that product mix, we decided that we wanted to focus on three things that would allow customers to have a better overall remote workforce or VDI experience. Those were performance, security, and then support. And I'll talk about those three things and why we believe that they're an important part of every decision for enabling a new remote workforce. First and foremost, we have to look at performance. And so when ScaleMatrix began to build our ScaleDesktop service, we knew that the user base, folks that are consuming VDI as a service, is changing. Years ago, traditional kind of everyday users that were looking for just access to traditional productivity services were the bulk of remote workforce users. But today, as businesses are becoming more intelligent in their use of data, and they're starting to use data as a way to create a strategic advantage for their businesses, more and more users are needing access to larger data sets, data visualization tools, and higher performance applications that allow them to perform their daily job function. So what we've seen is an expansion of that kind of user set from just traditional kind of productivity folks and an occasional power user to maybe now 3 or 4 different segments that include basic, VDI requirements, executive team members who maybe have a larger technical requirement, but then also folks in the engineering and sciences and research departments that are using data to produce better insight so businesses can make better decisions. And those remote workforce requirements are different than this kind of traditional services. So from our perspective of focusing on performance, our relationship with HPE allows us to ensure that we're providing the latest and greatest hardware infrastructure in tiers that we can carve out to deliver different performance packages for each of those user types. We all know with VDI, if you have a performance impediment at any point throughout the deployment, it's the first thing that users point out as an issue. So by delivering best-in-class hardware throughout our data centers here in North America with a great support package, we're able to improve that overall solution. The second tenet for our VDI solution that we wanted to make sure we improved upon was security. A variety of different solutions exist for rolling out remote workforce capabilities, many of which depend on kind of a BYOD policy where users are bringing their own equipment or whatever has been issued to them from the company as a solution to access corporate infrastructure. We all know that the challenges of providing up-to-date security, managing all the different operating systems, and providing support for that myriad of different infrastructure can create a tremendous amount of IT overhead on existing in-house teams. By encapsulating that in the new ScaleDesktop solution, all of the access and security that's required to deliver these platforms is built by the solution and deployed by the solution itself. So users can use any hardware they want without risking or introducing security concerns into the corporate network, as most of those security features and additional protections for corporate data sets are baked right into the solution. Third, on our tenants, and one of the things that we think people sometimes overlook is the critical amount of support that is provided with any VDI deployment. From the initial onboarding, which generally should include a significant engineering review to make sure that your corporate catalog of applications is understood and well supported, help with actual user onboarding so that you're not overburdening your existing IT teams with additional work during that onboarding process, but even more so, providing ongoing round-the-clock support for those users once they are on the VDI or remote workforce platform, so that they always have someone to turn to around the clock should an application or instance that they're operating from have an issue. At ScaleMatrix, we operate a variety of brick and mortar data centers around the US in every time zone. And so as a company whose pedigree was built in data centers and co-location, and who's familiar with operating multiple 24/7 support centers, our business naturally is built to be able to support these round-the-clock user requirements as they happen, regardless of where you're located throughout the US. So those are kind of the three tenets we've really focused on: performance through our partnership with HPE, security, again, through the platforms and technology we've deployed, and overall support built through the ScaleMatrix network of data centers and support operation facilities. In addition, we've made the product granular enough so that customers can choose from a very intense level of support where we are kind of white glove, full service around the clock, to a variety of smaller levels for organizations that may have those skill sets in-house. This allows customers to be able to choose the right technology package and the right support package to meet not only their business needs, but as well as their cost and budget models.